A lot of times you'll output something to a file, but you'll also want to know what's going on while it's outputting to the file. So that, for instance, if it takes an hour to run, then you can quit it prematurely if you know halfway through that it's not what you want. That's where T comes in. T is a program that reads from standard input and writes to both standard output and to a file. What that means is that, for instance, if I cat a file and pipe it to T foo, then it prints everything out, and you can see we now have a file called foo that has the same contents as text1. You'll use this almost exactly the same as you would funneling something into a file. So instead of, you would basically just do if something runs as quickly as this cat command, there wouldn't be any use for it. However, it is useful if something could take a while. For instance, if you wanted to run a command over the network, or if you wanted to run some big AI job that would take an hour. For instance, we could ping a website and pipe it to T and output it to some file named ping. Then you can see, we will see everything that's output by the command, and then if we stop the command from running, there'll be a file called ping, and we can print it out, and it'll contain the same contents as it did up there. The name T comes from the visual representation of its use case. You'll start with output from a command, that'll go in to a T, and then the T has two branches that it can take. One is output to a file, the other is output to standard output.